So right now we're melting the base. And we're also warming up the oil quite a bit to enhance blending. Fondue pan, I never would have known.
Well, the original group of skunk farmers included a professional cook. And so that's why you see a lot of the stainlessers up here is all restaurant stuff. Done over here with the heat up. Ooh, how am I going to be able to pick that puppy up? This is very hot. I'm going to have to pick this up somehow while it's very hot. This should be quite interesting. So I'll be right back. Oh, I've got something right here. We don't want to let this get too hot. We just want it to melt.
Exactly.
We made the big mistake last time.
Oh, it got really hot. Yeah, it really doesn't need to get that hot. Although it can take quite a bit of heat.
Yeah, well, it released quite a bit of heat when it was through.
Yeah, you don't want it to be too hot because you don't want to melt the troche mold, which we'll show in a minute. Some people pronounce it troche, or you can call it a lozenge, but in the pharmacy world they're called troches.
Is there a reason? Are they French?
Troche is actually, it comes from the Greek. It means wheel. The original word trochikos or something.
So why is it that they're square?
I don't know.
I want to know.
Exactly.
I want to know.
I know. We should be making them round, huh?
I know. So right now I'm doing this because this is hot as crap. And I don't think I'm going to do it this way next time. We're going to probably next time what we should do is put the oil in, weigh it, put the oil in first and then melt it with the oil in it so that we know the weight is right.
Oh, okay.
Because like that is really hot.
Yeah, don't worry. So you mean melting them together?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, that might work. I still am a big fan of the water bath method.
Yeah, well, until you start dealing with oils, because the steam from the water in the oil, it gets, the steam introduces water to the oil, and water in oil will cause rancidity. And
even in the, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good point.
And that changes the chemistry, and in the end, it's not cannabis anymore. It has no medical value.
And it probably would have nasty mold on it.
I'm sure. But I know it has no medical value.
Yeah, because I normally put, well, I don't put any preservatives in this. When I'm dealing with powdered drugs, I put in some suspending agents.
So we're putting in 12 grams, right? Hash oil. As compared to
we're making, oh yeah, half of 24, yes,
right.
12.
So what I'm going to do, we're going to move before we start this, we're going to move this out of the way to make it easier for y'all
And
to
also
see.
so nobody spills hot oil. You need another.
I just need my fingers in the right spot. That's all.
Smells like French fries now.
I know. So now, the steady hand, how close can we get to 12 grams?
So what are you doing now?
I'm measuring 12 grams of oil. Oh, how weird. Look at that.
Because we're making 40 troches. Each set of troches is 30 little squares. So each square is going to have 100 milligrams, in this batch 100 milligrams of drug per square. So that's 3 grams of oil per container. And 27 grams of base per container. That way you get semi-precise dosing.
Here we come. $11, 60, 70, 80. Oop, a little over.
It's still within plus or minus 10% is our standard in the pharmacy.
I say we add a little bit more troche mix to it. It's still within the 10%.
Yeah, as long as it's within margin of error, plus or minus 10, I usually don't worry about it. Just because it's like cutting your own
Never
hair.
lick your fingers.
Never lick your fingers?
No.
Yeah. No, I won't. You'll get me out of here.
It's really, I won't, that will be the only time I do it. Because you can't measure.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And so you don't know what you've done. So here we go.
How are you going to get that from there into those?
Oh, we'll probably bring them over here. We do better with a lipped.
What we will probably do.
Do you have like a syringe
I
or
just
something
don't like.
Oh, that
you
might
can
work.
suck them up with?
We have actually we have stuff.
We do. We could suck it up in a oral syringe and squirt it in. That might work.
We have
What are those things you're looking right at?
well, we have something even. We have droppers. Those. Yeah, we have.
Oh,
stuff. Yeah.
Won't the oil ruin those forever though?
Yeah, but we just use it and throw it away.
Okay.
Mix away. Let me get that here, Kate.
So, the different oils and different extracts you make have different varying densities. Because I could see that playing a role, you know, when we're making this stuff.
And the reason for it vary widely. I wonder what he did with my ladder. I know it's around.
Why am I?
Oh, the little,
Right there
the
where you
green
wanna
ladder.
be?
yes, right there.
The green ladder. Oh, there it is. Nice.
It's pretty unwieldy.
I know, it's so scary. I gotta get rid of it. Get something better. I had a bigger ladder in here, but it was really in the way. Constantly in the way. Labels. Here we go, syringes. And so, we have in here, what we have are these
Oh, pipettes.
pipettes. That was the word I was looking for. We could type them in.
That would be very precise. Because, yeah, with this kind of a lip, it's just going to go.
Correct. Or we could pour them into a beaker.
I usually pour things from a beaker. That's what I'm used to.
I just don't like heating anything in glass.
No, well, how hot is it now?
Oh, it's fine, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. Okay, then yeah. Then let's do beaker, then pour. These are nice and flat.
Did you prefer to use a smaller beaker with less in it, or do you have any preferences?
I don't.
So let's just pour it all in one.
Yeah, medium-sized one is, I guess, what I'm used to.
Were those hardened at room temperature?
Correctamundo. I'm a little nervous, Kate, about just
about pouring it.
That it might be still a little warm.
Okay, let's let it cool a bit then.
I don't know. What do you think?
Just get dripped. Oh, that's not mine.
It's hard now. So.
Let me see.
It's still pretty warm.
Well, yeah. Just let it sit for a few more minutes. It couldn't hurt it. The trick is getting it in there before it solidifies.
Yeah, it's like the. Where
it's
do you
magic. Here, I'll stir it. That'll help. It's a magic.
We'll line these all up so we can just go from one to the next.
Oh, let's add while we're
let's do the bark because it has more flavor.
Okay, so we're adding cinnamon bark oil, which kind of gives it a nice flavor.
How much should we add? We don't have to add a lot.
I usually add 3 to 6 drops per batch. So I'd say 6 to 12 in here.
There's 2.
Because some of the heat will make it evaporate off. Let's give it a whiff. What do you think? We might be able to have a couple more, I think.
Yes.
I personally really like the smell of cinnamon.
So do I. Stronger the better. I just remember when I was a kid, cinnamon toothpicks.
Oh, I loved it. Oh,
That's right. You were talking about that. Give it a whiff.
I think it still needs more.
Yeah, it's...
I only know one way to find out.
Taste it. In a pipette. Yeah, give it a taste. I know, we do a lot of... In pharmacy, you actually do a lot of tasting. In the old school pharmacy, anyway, you did. Has that got enough cinnamon in it?
I think we should put some cinnamon candy flavoring in it.
Okay, cinnamon.
Yeah?
You want to taste?
No.
That'd be a little scary for you.
Yeah, not right now. Yeah, it's pretty. The cannabis smell is still overwhelming. You could, yeah, add some more. Go for it. We're always gonna make more. We always make more.
Can I be your guinea pig on those things when you're done?
Yeah, totally.
I just think about how much I add when I'm
Yeah.
making holy anointing oil. It's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, if you add a lot.
But there's not as much cannabis. Well, maybe.
That smells better.
It's better. I still don't think it's enough.
No, I think you may have to add more, yeah.
2. It's 10 more. Let's see what that does. I'm afraid to do much more than that. I'm afraid
Oh, messing with the volume.
well, not so much the volume as
The dose.
well, our dose is strong enough that it will handle pretty much anything. Like the viscosity. So
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, it could do that. I've added too much alcohol to formulas before.
it would make it hard to punch them out.
Yeah. Okay.
You think we're there?
I think we're ready to pour.
Pour away.
Should I pour?
Well, unless you don't want to. I mean, you've been doing it all day for how many?
I know.
Do you really want to?
Remember, technically, pharmacists can't roll your joints yet.
Yeah, that's true. So technically, you can't do that.
Technically, I can't do it.
But she can. Look, technically, she can do it. She's
Well,
just
like
not
I
supposed
said, yeah. Because I'm a pharmacist, I'm not supposed to make drugs for people
to. It's just so bizarre.
who need them. Well, in Connecticut, only pharmacists can do this. Ha 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 ha.
We could use the pipette for the little final. Yeah,
Sure, see how the pipette works.
just to finish
Yeah,
it.
that's good for, yeah, that might work better. We can tag team.
Just for finish.
Yeah, is all. Get a little base in here. I like to pour it to the meniscus,
Right.
just because then you can always, once it hardens, you can use a heated spatula to smooth it over or move some of the drug
Right.
from one square to another. But yeah, the pipette's kind of handy for that.
Uh-oh. Danger, Will Robinson.